Hi, everybody. So, I've heard some interesting comments from some of you about the whining and complaining blog that I just did a few days ago. So, here's the thing. Some of you are concerned, well, aren't we supposed to listen to our friends and try to be encouraging? And yes, we should. But here's the difference. If someone comes to you, and yeah, we all need to have someone that we can trust and go to and share what's on our heart or what's going in our life. That's one thing. However, the way to gauge that is if you've now heard the same story, they're in the same predicament for like the 5th, the 6th, the 12th, the 100th time. This is now a situation where somebody's just whining and complaining and they're not doing anything to change that in their life. So that's where you can kind of tell that that's sort of the rub, if you want to call it that. So if you are the one who's being the whiner and complainer and you catch yourself telling the same story and feeling like you're still in that same place, now's the time to stop. Take a look at your life and make a decision to make a change. Because remember, we know that we can make those changes once we decide to. On the other hand, if you have someone who comes to you, and it could be it's going on for months, maybe even years, and that's really bad, where they're still talking about the same things that happened to them, and you know that there's got to be an answer, and you may have even given them some advice and said, why don't you try this? And all they can do is come up with excuses. It's now time to have a heart-to-heart and say, listen, you've been talking about this same thing, and I'm really sorry that this happened to you, but it's time to move on. And, let's just not talk about it anymore, because if you're not going to make some different decisions, this is going to keep on. In a year from now, you're going to be in the same place. Those are hard conversations, but you can do it. Just sit down and be honest with them. Say, we've talked about some choices, and if you're not going to try something new, nothing's ever going to change. So I just suggest take the hard road. Have a heart-to-heart talk, tell them the truth so that you can move on and so they can too. That negativity just drains you. I had somebody tell me the other day, said, yeah, I know just what you mean. Every time I'm around a certain person, I am so just wiped out. So if that's how you're feeling, that means you're in a not good relationship, and it's time to be honest. All right, be honest, go out and make it a great day. Remember, it is your choice.